Where's my thing? I hate it.
Leave that in.
Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
A deadly virus rages through a small California town.
We got 19 dead. You got 100 more infected. It's spreading like a brush fire.
What are you talking about?
If a team of dedicated doctors can't find a cure, the military has a solution.
You're gonna wipe out the town.
They're gonna kill all those people.
Final solution.
Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman. Outbreak, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Could you
That's
see
cool.
that?
We have video. Yeah, I could see it.
Dude.
That was
I'm excited
nice.
about that.
I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I remember us talking about it, but
Yeah. They just upgraded our recording platform that we use, and now we can put video in there. So if anyone's watching on video, which again, we advise you do not,
yeah, that's a step backwards.
you can see the actual trailer. So on Spotify or on YouTube, you can see that.
That's great.
Movie Life Crisis Season 5, Episode 4, Outbreak, 1995 movies.
Can't believe it's season 5 already. That's for reals weird.
Yeah, man. It's time flies, and now we're doing that heralded documentary about what's going to happen if there's a pandemic. I wonder if it's true or not. I wonder if that's how it will go.
No.
I don't wonder
The
that.
part of it's real. The part where you're like, you can't make me wear a mask. Get him, Jimbo, and drive off in pickup trucks.
Then you drive your F-150 through the woods. You're like, I'm not listening to the scientists. This is bullshit. There wasn't even an internet in '95, and people were like, this is dumb. I'm not listening to the experts.
Yeah, they
I
got
was doing
shot
my
down
own
by
research
helicopters.
back in my hunting camp, and I've decided
Yeah.
I'm immune to this monkey virus.
The whole time when we were watching that part, Jake was like, "Oh, Fauci's going to shoot him down with his helicopter." I was like, "Okay, I've ruined my 12-year-old. That's no good."
That's ridiculous. Oh, man.
But I like that he knows that and can make that joke. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we wanted to pick this one because I came back from Costa Rica last week and actually did get the flu or something. So I was like, hey, I think I got bit by a monkey. I don't know.
You got the monkeypox. That's awesome.
I'm patient zero. They're going to come shoot me with a tranquilizer any minute now. If Cuba Gooding Jr. and Kevin Spacey shoot me with a tranquilizer, I'm in deep trouble.
Yeah, you're in way big trouble.
They're going to touch me with bathing suit region.
No, don't touch me there. This is my no square. I didn't know that was a thing
funny.
until I had a daughter. Oh, man.
Show me on the doll where he touched you.
Gross. Yeah, dude, I'm glad we did this one.
Yeah, me too, man.
I remember really liking this one when I was younger, so I was glad we got to watch it again.
I remember really liking it, and I remember it being a big movie, and it was.
Yeah. Way bigger than
And
I thought, too.
Dude, and the cast was like Dustin Hoffman, because my wife was like, oh, you guys are doing Outbreak? She's like, who's in that? I was like, Dustin Hoffman and Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, and like a bunch of other people, but I can't remember all of them because I hadn't watched the movie.
Turns out it was a ton of people.
Ton of people. Patrick Dempsey and Cuba Gooding Jr. and friggin' Donald Sutherland and Kevin Spacey. And
Yeah.
it's a
It
jam-packed
just
cast.
kept going. Yeah. And even JT Walsh, the guy that we always talk about.
I know.
And he was good. He was uncredited. And
like that
his
guy.
part was good. Yeah.
He was giving the halftime speech, like, let's go win one for the Gipper, but in the White House Situation Room.
Yeah. Throwing around the actual book of the Constitution. I've read it.
I read it. That's the part that I know is not true. No one in the White House has read the Constitution.
That's for sure.
That part I'm pretty sure of. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. This movie was number 24 on the year. So I mean, I guess there's a
that's
chance we
pretty
might
big.
not have picked it, but we were both like, well, let's definitely do that.
We got some stuff way lower than 24. I'm glad we picked it.
Yeah, dude. We're doing Major Pain, which is like number 1,000 on the year.
Totally.
Mallrats was released for like 3 days. Yeah,
Dude, one of my kids who we talked about my podcast right before he had to turn something in the margins, he wrote, I think y'all should do Major Pain. And he put it, and when he turned it in, I got to see that. And the fact that one of those kids knows it, it doesn't matter that it's 1,000. We can...
dude. Major Pain,
is-
I still quote all the time.
Yeah.
It'd be one of my most quoted movies from this year. Like at least every 2 weeks, I'll say like, if he's still in there, he ain't happy.
Or
Or
pop
got
a
to be
titty out the
somebody
boy's
needs to
mouth and
kill
let him grow up. What did you just say to me?
It's pop your titty out the boy's mouth.
Oh man, I love me some Wayans. Yeah, dude, I'm glad we picked this movie.
Yeah, give us a synopsis.
Quick synopsis. Deadly virus threatens to spread uncontrollably, and a team of doctors and military personnel must stop it before it wipes out an entire town and possibly the world.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. The whole Patrick Dempsey part of this movie where he was riding around with the monkey trying to sell it, I kept thinking of that freaking roast joke where it was like, I don't remember who told it, but it was like Andy Dick over there trying to give AIDS back to the monkeys.
Oh, God. Poor Andy Dick. He wasn't such a weirdo. That's freaking great. Yeah, the whole time McDreamy was driving around with Marcel, I was like, I need this part to hurt. Like, all right, so it's 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's long.
And I know that we always like, oh, we could take this part out. We could take this part out. There's a lot of parts I couldn't feel like I could take out, but the whole McDreamy part, I just wished it was faster. But
Harry
if you
and
take
Henderson's
it out,
road trip through the freaking forest with Marcel the monkey.
Yeah. I wish they could have edited that differently so it would have felt faster, but you can't take it out, right?
I would have done all my trimming in Act 3. That was the part that I was like, all right, this is taking forever, and it's completely gone off the rails. But
Right.
yeah, I'm sure you can make that shorter. I mean, dude, you can just start with like Marcel the monkey escaping from a container ship and running off into the woods.
Right.
Like you can just skip that whole someone smuggled him in and sold him to a pet store owner and then released him into the woods. You could skip that whole bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I mean, me and you were complaining about it being 2 hours and 8 minutes because we're old and we got kids and we have jobs. But this movie made $190 million, so I don't know if that was even a valid critique. And it was also like when the pandemic hit in 2020, alleged pandemic, it was the fourth most streamed movie in Netflix for like that whole year, 2020.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So, I mean, I want it to be 20 minutes shorter. You probably do too, but I don't. Maybe no one else thinks that.
Right. Of course, during the
$50
alleged pandemic, though, you didn't have anything to do. You're just wiping down groceries and watching movies.
I was wishing it was twice as long. Dude, I couldn't get Wendy to watch this during the pandemic. She's like, no, I only want to watch happy stuff. I was like, come on, man, it's Outbreak time. It's going to be great. So I was like reading zombie novels
like watching
and stuff.
Christmas movies during Christmas. It's an outbreak.
Yeah, she was fully on board to like dig a pandemic garden in our rock-packed dirt in our city lot. Which, if we'd had an easier time digging into the asphalt, but for some reason she didn't want to watch Outbreak.
Can't watch it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Anyway, $50 million budget, $189 million gross, number 24 in the year, between Heat and 9 months.
Yeah. Got to bring the heat.
We're going to do 9 months, but I do remember it.
Bring the 9 months. I think it's a pretty big movie. Are there any other movies that are, what would you call this? A medical drama? A medical thriller? It's not a horror movie, right?
No.
I don't think this is a horror movie.
The one that I always think of is the Sean Connery movie from a few years before where he's working in Africa trying to find the cure for AIDS. But it's not a pandemic movie, but it's like it has a lot of like similar like themes and stuff.
I feel like I've never seen that, but I know what you're talking about. He's wearing like a suit or some weird button-down shirt with a vest or something on the cover. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, is that it? That's not
Medicine
right.
Man.
Medicine Man. That was closer than I thought.
Yeah, dude. And if you look at the poster, he looks like the freaking David Carradine Kung Fu. Like he's just like standing there. He's got his like long ponytail.
Nice.
1992. That did not make our 92 season.
You know what's weird is I just pulled up the pictures on IMDb of that they have for the movie, and they're showing all the people showing up for the premiere. And the first picture, Sir Sean Connery.
Nice.
Circular. Dude, so what? There was no other like a medical thriller. I don't know, a medical disaster.
I don't know, man. I'm sure there probably were. I mean, they've made so there was another screenplay that was getting shopped at the same time as this one was in development called The Hot Zone.
The Hot Zone, yeah, I read about that.
And then this movie got made, and so they ended up not doing that one because they're like, well, we already did that. And the author of that screenplay, I think they ended up doing it as a TV miniseries. And she was like, that was a better story, and it was a better project, but like this one was already working. They didn't do the like Deep Impact Armageddon like double whammy, just doing both at the same time.
Right. Oh, snap. Now that you said it was a, a series, I found it. Oh, cool. I'm going to have to check that out. Because the girl that had that, I did read about that. She said, like, mine's a way better thing, a way better package,
she said,
a way better
like, mine's
script.
better. But the other one was already being done.
Yeah. Yeah, still I liked it. I didn't find any awards, dude. Did you see any awards? I didn't see any.
No, I did not.
Like they got a lot. It's got a lot of like success in the box office, and it's like people remember it. But I just I didn't win anything as far as I could find. Like weird smaller things, like the Society of Texas Film Critics gave Kevin Spacey the best supporting actor, which is weird because I didn't even like Kevin Spacey in this movie. I felt like he was going too quick. He wasn't giving it time. So like
I got distracted because you were asking about medical disaster movies, and I found a list, but I don't think a lot of these don't seem like they are that to me. Like 12 Monkeys is on the list.
Yeah.
Although that's like a sci-fi thing because the guy comes back in time.
Right.
And then 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. Those I think of those as zombie movies.
Yeah. But I don't think they were
Outbreak.
Zombies. It was an outbreak of rage or some crap like that. So
I know, but I still think of it as zombies.
Yeah.
Outbreak, Contagion from 2011.
Contagion. That's the only other one I
Steven
had written
Soderbergh.
Contagion.
And some of these
was
I haven't
pretty
even
good.
heard of, like Monsters, 2010. I never even heard of that. World War Z, I Am Legend. Those are both zombie movies. Quarantine from 2008. That is like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, also zombie. A lot of these are like zombie movies. But there are a handful of them. But I think like Contagion in
be so mad that
2011.
we're calling a lot of these zombie movies.
Dude, well, I mean, they don't officially call them zombie movies, but they're
Right.
for
No,
sure zombies.
dude, I'm totally with you. When I talk about apocalyptic end of the world zombie movies, I'm like, I Am Legend. But then people are like, oh, that's not a zombie movie. Those are vampires. I'm like, okay, you know what? You're missing the point.
Yeah.
It's just Will Smith talking to a dog. And
Schooner is a sailboat, stupid head.
right. But please don't write the letters. We know that they're not zombies.
And we do have to say that because if you're old enough to remember this movie, you're old enough to have written letters.
Yeah, you're going to fire off an angry missile.
No sequels or spin-offs.
Yeah, unless you count all of the movies you just listed.
Right, which I am not gonna. Do you remember where you saw this?
Dude, I definitely remember where I saw this. This was in the Town and Country because I can remember nobody wanting to go with me to see this, and me getting off at 9:00 at Eckerd with my minimum wage $4.25 an hour job, and walking down to Town and Country, watching the movie, and then having to walk back. Which again, I don't consider this movie scary. Even in the COVID era, I don't find this like super scary. So like, but walking back from Town and Country past that Radio Shack and then around the corner towards the Eckerd where I was parked in an empty parking lot at like almost midnight because it was a 10:00 show or a 9:30 showing. Like I can remember going like, okay, I'm going to walk a little faster just in case. So like, I definitely,
before a monkey bites me.
yeah, I don't want to be next to a wall where the monkeys can jump on me. So I'm like walking super fast. And I totally remember doing that, which is weird.
That's amazing that you remember that. And by the way, do you remember what a movie ticket cost in 1995?
No, I don't. $4-ish, probably.
Yeah, I think I looked it up and it said average price was $4.35.
Yeah.
Based on 1,200,000,000 tickets sold. But I feel like for us, it was maybe even a little bit less.
I think it probably was. I think $4 sounds about right. And then, because the matinee was even cheaper, right?
Yeah, but I like that you worked for whatever $4.50 an hour,
yeah,
$4.75, and then you could see a movie for $4.
Yeah,
and now movie tickets cost $11, but you don't get paid $11 an hour.
No, you don't. Not minimum wage. Also, like the difference is, now hey, do you want to see this in the lay down seats? In the seats that rattle your butt with bass, and also you have glasses and you're surrounded by sound, that's going to be $43. And then like, it just gets, Town and Country, you had to bring your own chair. Like it wasn't even,
yeah, dude,
you know what I'm saying? Like
sticky.
It's gross. Yeah. So like, it was just two speakers and one of them was crackly. Like, it wasn't great, but I mean, it's all you had back then. You didn't know.
I do love that. What I don't love is that they don't make any more movies anymore, because every week my wife is like, why don't we go see a movie? And I'll open up the app and I'm like, there's nothing. I haven't heard of any of this.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I don't
weird.
like, every time they make any movies that are with people that I like or that seem even kind of good, we go see them, and we haven't been in like 4 months. Like, I keep I keep checking. There's not. I'm like, I don't know what any of this is.
Yeah. I'm
trying to go. I like to go. I'll get a babysitter. I'll go spend $75 on movies and popcorn and a freaking huge tub of drink that has an undertow. And
right.
I can't do it. They're not putting any movies out.
They're not. There is one that's coming out that's got a short round in it, where he like fights people, and it's supposed to be like romantic, and it's set for Valentine's Day.
That's what I saw.
I saw a preview for that one, but I don't know if it's out yet.
Yeah. All right.
And I like that guy. So
yeah, me too. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm gonna also call him Short Round.
Chow Yun Fat. No, that's not right.
Sure. I know what it is. I just can't pronounce it.
Ki Young Kwan, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly. I don't remember where I first saw this, but I think I must have rented it.
Yeah.
I must have rented it.
Did you own this? Did you have it on DVD?
I don't think I ever owned it. Maybe I did, but I don't think I didn't feel like when I watched it this time that I'd seen it a bunch. So I don't think I owned it.
I definitely remembered a lot of the stuff. You know which part I didn't remember? When she stuck her finger through the glove. That I like gasped. I was like, I forgot about that. That was great. Like,
I remembered that part.
I don't remember.
I knew that was going to happen because I remembered that was the thing that was like driving the last like little bit of the movies that he had to find the monkey or she was going to die.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
Find the monkey. I try to get my wife to play that all the time. She
I
says
was
no.
going to say, it's not a euphemism. He actually had to physically go track down a monkey using a helicopter in Cuba Gooding Jr.
Hey, you have a headache? Because I want to play Find the Monkey. Yes, I'm sick. I have Ebola. We can't do it. We can't play.
All right.
All right.
Since
So
you saw this in theaters and then you owned it, what'd you rate it?
Dude, I like it. I thought it was a little long. I know that the vast majority of the people I talked to since we've decided to do this movie, when I said, hey, we're going to do Outbreak, and they're like, the one with the monkey? Wasn't that dumb? And I was like, I don't think so. There were people that I talked to that actually went home and watched the movie so they could talk to me about it before I did it. And they said, like, man, that was not good at all. And I was like, I don't know, man. I watched parts of it and I was like, kept having to pause it. And then Jake and I watched it all the way through, and Kat watched it all the way through in one go. And dude, I liked it. I gave it an 8.0. I liked all the things. It is long, and there is parts I wish I could edit and change, because I know we can't take part of these things out. But overall, I liked it. So I'm giving it an 8. 8
chimney dogs out of 10 from Jeff.
Yeah.
I really liked the first 30 minutes, and then even the first 45 minutes up to the first hour ish.
Yeah,
it had a bunch of stuff. It sets up really good, and they're doing the thing where it cuts to a new location and the text appears over the screen like someone's typing it. It tells you where they are, and it gives you quotes about how much this is going to kill people, and I love that stuff.
Right.
But then the last 45 minutes, whatever, the last act is patently absurd, even by blockbuster standards. There's helicopter chases, and he's playing chicken with a freaking bomber, and generals are yelling at each other. The whole thing it completely went off the rails for me, and it was 25 minutes too long.
Yeah,
and I think that really nosedived my enjoyment of it, because at the end I was like, come on, man, that's what.
Yeah.
So I would have the first half an 8.5, and the second half or the last act a 5. So I ended up giving it a 6. 6 out of 10 for me.
So I see what. That's the same thing that this guy at work said. He's like, dude, the very end, are we seriously?
Yeah.
You're just gonna blow up a whole town, and that's gonna be a thing for reals. There's no checks or balances on that, and it's gonna be up to 2 people in a helicopter talking somebody down. I was like, yeah, man, that's kind of, I like the absurdity of it a little bit. I don't know. I know it's trying to be as realistic as possible, because, it's about an outbreak and you want to make it sound realistic, but I don't know. I kind of like that whole thing. The whole thing at the end when they're hovering over the town and they got to scare the bomber away. I don't know. I liked all that stuff. But I do see what you're saying.
Me and you both like books like this, like apocalyptic books. Everyone dies of a virus, and there's a band of survivors, and they have to turn a bike into a horse cart and then survive.
Right.
I've seen this type of story a bunch of times where it's like the whole town's got to be quarantined, and we're going to drop a nuke on them. And there have been books that have done it well, and I was like, that was awesome. I really liked that. But this one, I was like, they're doing a helicopter chase, and in the same helicopter, they go and face down the bomber. The whole thing, I was like,
I had to look. I was like, is Wolfgang Peterson, the director, did he fly helicopters? There were so many goddamn helicopters in this movie, dude.
This movie brought to you by helicopters.
For reals, I was like, I should have started it over and just counted the helicopters. Like, that's where I was at. Like, that's how many helicopters. Every scene, every B-roll footage as they're coming in to a town or leaving a town, there's just helicopters in the background. They're freaking everywhere. And I couldn't find that he actually flew helicopters.
He directed Das Boot in 1981. He got 2 Academy Award nominations. And then he did The Never-Ending Story, where there's obviously a furry helicopter. Enemy Mine, In the Line of Fire, Outbreak, Air Force One, Perfect Storm, Troy, and Poseidon. Except for a couple of those, they all involve giant military vehicles. So I think maybe that is just jam.
Yeah. He really likes...
when his agent's like, hey, I got something for you. He's like, are there any helicopters in there? He's like, I'm not doing it.
I'm out. I don't want to do it. I do like how his name's Wolfgang, though.
Yeah,
because all I can think of is Little Will going, now everyone can cook like Wolfgang Puck in the kitchen. Just walking around talking like that.
I would totally rewatch this again, but I would only rewatch the first 45 minutes to an hour, because that part I was like, this is awesome. I forgot this was this good. And then by the end I was like, well, come on. What's happening now?
Kat was a little upset that McDreamy died, and because she forgot that. And then
he had to rush back to his apartment that he shared with Brendan Fraser. He had a monkey in that movie too, didn't he? Or a chicken or something?
Yeah, he had a rooster, right?
He had a rooster, yeah.
Yeah. And then what's his name ate it.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, Hobbit.
Yeah, dude. I see what you're saying. I get it. It is absurd, but I think that's what I like about it.
Yeah, man. Let's do scenes. What's your first best scene?
There's a scene between Morgan Freeman and Dustin Hoffman when they're already at the little town. Both of them there now. To be honest, I like their scenes back and forth. I think Dustin Hoffman kind of hammed it up a little too much compared to Morgan Freeman, but I think they both did it really well. And when Dustin Hoffman explains that he knows something's going on because he's like talking about the orange juice, like the stuff that they gave him that they had already made, and they're going back and forth. I thought that was really, like, they kept referring to each other, like he kept saying we. Yeah, we know about that. We are going to do that. And then like Dustin Hoffman's giving him like the speech where he's like, yo, we can do this. Do we know that we are killing people and stuff like that? I just thought it built the tension just right. And then he walked out and slammed the door, and it sounded like because it's those portable buildings, and he slammed the door and it sounded like a friggin' porta potty door slamming, and he was out of there. I really liked it. I thought that built it up, and that's the first one I picked.
Yeah, that's a great one. I did also like all of the Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman scenes because they're both such good actors, and I don't think they're ever in another movie together. It's like, yeah, man, just let them cook. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, what's not to love about friggin' Morgan Freeman? I mean, I know he gets in trouble for what he does in this movie and has to go to prison with Tim Robbins, but like once you realize like he's changing, I freaking loved it. I liked his character a lot.
Yeah, man. And I kind of the whole thing is confusing to me, the military thing, but you're also friends. It's like, hey, sometimes it's like, hey, Bill, and it's like sometimes it's like, hey, General, and you salute. That seems difficult. I
think if people are around, you're supposed to salute and say sir, but if nobody's around, you can call him Billy.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. By the way, total Academy Award wins by this cast, I got it at 6. I got 2 for Hoffman, 1 for Freeman, 2 for Spacey, and 1 for Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's pretty good.
And Donald Sutherland, I think, got like a Lifetime Achievement Academy Award, which I did not count. But
nice.
6 Oscars across 4 cast members. It's a pretty freaking stellar cast.
Yeah.
For a movie where they're just chasing a monkey.
Dude, the cast is good. I'm with you. I like it.
Well, that's why I like what you're saying about Dustin Hoffman, like hamming it up too much. When the guy's won 2 Oscars and has been great for 40 years, I just kind of assume that means the director probably told him to do that.
Right.
Because he clearly is able to act really well.
And he didn't do it in all the scenes.
Usually, no. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the direction. When he does ham it up, like in Hook, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Oh, man, the eyebrows. He didn't ham it up in every scene, and that's why I don't know. I just really liked it when they interacted with each other.
Yeah, he's good. I think of him as older than he looked like in this movie in 1995. But he wasn't. I don't know. I don't know if that even makes sense. But I was like, it seems like he should be older than he is now, but he's not.
He's what, almost 90 probably, right? How old is he?
He's 87.
I looked it up earlier.
Now,
yeah.
So he would have been 57 in this movie. He looked freaking damn good for 57.
Yeah.
Stupid Hollywood jerks with their money and their nutritionists.
Stupid eating good.
Private chefs and their tans. My first one was the montage of everyone getting sick.
Yeah, that's like my second scene. I called it something different, but yeah.
Because I like how it's the general and the other general, and then they have the third general are like, we're fine. It's 1,000,000 to 1. It'll be totally fine. And then cut to like somebody coughs on someone, gets off a boat, doesn't wipe his hands, just starts high-fiving people. Someone's in a movie theater falling down, and then
that movie
everyone
theater
is sick.
Dude, that scene where you could see the spittle in the air and the water droplets are suspended, and then it goes in the other girl's mouth. I was like,
Dude, and then the guy falls down and drops a tub of popcorn on himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm trying to imagine like watching this movie in a theater, seeing that happen, if there actually was a pandemic like happening at that time.
I remember thinking, man, I'm glad they really picked movie theater. Luckily, I'm at Town and Country on a Tuesday at 9:30. Ain't nobody in here with me.
Because I remember during the pandemic, the alleged pandemic, actual pandemic, I was no touchy, no touch.
Right.
People be like, hey man, how's it going? I was like, hey, just stay over there. I see you fine from where you are. Don't come over. It's fine.
I've seen Outbreak. Back up. I've seen it recently.
I was putting groceries in the decontamination chamber for like a week. Just like spraying them down with hand sanitizer. No one knew what the hell was going on.
Making the Walmart people drop it off, just turn in a circle, getting sprayed down by the stuff.
Yeah, so like this whole movie, I was just having flashbacks. I was like, man, the good old days.
When
I was like trying to learn how to cook stuff on YouTube because none of the restaurants were closed. I was like, someone coughed on our sushi one night when we ordered takeout, and I was like, well, this goes in the trash because I don't want to die. I don't know how any of this works.
I think you're supposed to take the fish off the top and throw it, and if it sticks to the wall, you're still good to eat it. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I think that's spaghetti, if I remember right.
Maybe it's spaghetti. I knew it was one of those Asian things.
That everyone getting sick montage was like, yep, that's exactly how it went down. Except in the movie, the government was going like, hey, this is serious. We probably actually should do some stuff. And in real life, the government was like, this isn't totally made up. You're fine. You should go lick some toilets, drink some bleach. Just make sure to donate to our Save America fund.
It's, dude, I have the same exact thing. I said like the hospital breakdown where they were like, everybody just starts deteriorating so rapidly, and they're showing all the different people. And like Kat and Jake and I were like, all right, so wait, the monkey that ate the banana is going to get sick, right? And then the guy who owned the monkey in the pet shop is going to get sick. And then what's his name got spit in the eye. He's going to get sick. And we were trying to like do the contact tracing and follow up with it. And it just kept moving so fast. And then he kissed his girlfriend, and like everything goes downhill so fast. And I really like that. That part was awesome. I picked that as my second one. That's a great scene.
Yeah, that was.
Plus the movie theater. Because you're showing this in a theater.
The guy was all sweaty, and he was like pushing through people. He's like, I got to get to the concession stand. I need to spend these last $11.
He's like, I need water. And let me just dump this popcorn on me and have a seizure.
Dude, if you need water, I mean, I guess he's pretty feverish, but you don't go to the concession stand. Just go to the water fountain.
Wait, there's water fountains?
Yeah, there's water fountains. The water fountains at our movie theaters, anyway.
Oh, I don't know that there are any. Maybe there is. Whatever. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah. That's my second one.
My next scene is when they're quarantining the town, and the mom has to go and leave her family. It's like, hey, if you're sick, just hang a sheet out the window, and the soldiers will come pick you up and come test you.
They're all sheets.
And so, And so she's got her husband and her like 2 daughters, and she's like standing up and she's like kind of sweaty. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go. And she's like, you guys make sure be good for dad and like
brush your teeth.
Yeah. And the daughter, like 7-year-old, like tries to run and hug her, and the dad's like has to grab her, and his mom's like, no, don't come over here.
Yeah.
And like that was the kind of scene that I thought was a really good touch, because it's like, hey, there's millions of people are going to die, and it's Dustin Hoffman, it's Rene Russo, but it's like, here's the regular people. It's
here's
like
the
one
actual
of us
people
is maybe
that are dying.
sick, but the other people are maybe not.
Right.
So I really like that one.
Yeah, and she had her bag with her, and I can remember Kat going, girl, you ain't going to need that bag. You about to die. Just put that down. And then, like, she gets in the truck, and she gets to the school, and she goes out in the back where the field is, and they're all going to be in different things. And there's, like, people walking with their hands in their pockets wearing shorts and flip-flops, and she's got a whole bag full of stuff. I'm like, she's glad she brought that. I know she is. So, yeah, dude, I that scene, again, there's stuff you can take out, but I'm glad they don't take out stuff like that, because I feel like that did that.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that one out. I like that one. And,
I like that.
Obviously. Also, I had a question for you, because you have 2 kids. Would you rather be the parent that dies in the pandemic, or the parent that survives and has to raise the kids?
No, stop right there. I want to be right now I want to die before these people. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to handle that. Are you kidding me?
I was
such a sissy.
certain that was going to be your answer. You want
I mean, I don't want Cat having to raise the kids by themselves. They'll be animals.
If it's her or you.
Yeah, if it's her or me, I want me. Plus, I think she has more insurance on me, so if I die from something like that, they're set.
Yeah, everybody wins. Except you, but then you also kind of win.
Yeah, boy, do I. It's like a tiny little vacation.
As I close the car on their side and I walk around to the driver's side, this
is exactly what I was thinking. That's literally the part I was thinking of. That's great. All right.
What's your third scene?
Third scene, you're going to disagree, is the ending standoff where they're hovering and they're trying to talk to the guys, and he's he's confronting Sutherland's character, McClintock, and he wants to drop. Yeah, and he wants to drop the bomb. Sutherland wants to drop the bomb. Dustin Hoffman's like, no, we got it. I promise we could do this. It's just, to me, like the dumb military jocks versus the science smart people that are also part of the military, but not really. And they're having the showdown, and Sutherland is just freaking chewing the scenery, and freaking, he's a power hungry general that wants to do it. And Dustin Hoffman's like talking to the guys in the plane from his helicopter. He's like, if you think I'm lying, drop the bomb. If you think I'm crazy, drop the bomb, but don't drop the bomb just because you're following orders. And it, like, the music's building up and the plane's getting closer, and then they show him like, oh no, holding their hands up, and the plane misses them just barely, and then the bomb still gets dropped, and you don't know because you see it falling. I mean, you know once you've seen it, but like, I knew it wasn't going to do the thing, but like, you see it, and he's like, he dropped it, sir. And then you could see it slowly dropping with the parachute, and then it goes over water. Dude, I freaking love that shit. I know it's ridiculous, and I know that hopefully it doesn't get to that. I mean, as we get further into the future with how it is now, nobody knows what any of this shit's going to be like, but you hope it doesn't come to that. But because it did, that's what I kind of liked about it.
There were things about that resolution that I really liked. I liked the standoff between Dustin Hoffman and Donald Sutherland because they're awesome, and there's some really good dialogue there. I didn't like that it took place while Dustin Hoffman was in a hijacked helicopter with Cuba Gooding Jr. trying to face down a bomber, and he was on the phone with Donald Sutherland. Yeah. That was the part I didn't like. I was fine with Face Off. And there's plenty of good movie endings that I really like, where someone convinces someone not to shoot a bomb that they were supposed to.
Yeah.
I like that part too. Just the fact that he's like, hey, we got to hijack this helicopter. You know how to fly a helicopter? He's like, yeah, kind of. He's like, all right, let's go. And then they go fly right at that bomber. It's like, I'm betting he's going to swerve. Too late for flapjacks.
He did swerve though. It worked out.
And dude, and then Morgan Freeman gets on the radio and he's like, hey, I got to tell you. He's like, this is a warning from your commanding officer that you're in his way, and if he can't make his bombing run, there's going to be serious consequences.
Yeah. Dude, that's one of my quotes. That shit was awesome.
And Donald Sutherland's like, why the hell would he say that? And Dustin Hoffman's like, oh, he just told us what to do. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's when freaking Billy, what was his name? Billy, Dr. Billy, he flips, and I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. That part was good. There's parts of that I definitely liked. My third scene is also in the part of the movie I didn't like, but it happened so fast. It was kind of ludicrous.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. and Dustin Hoffman stole a helicopter and then solved the whole mystery in like 5 minutes of real time. They literally went like, oh, this monkey came in on a boat. And they're like, all right, you get the helicopter. We're going to fly to West Coast. We're going to go to a pet store. We're going to find the monkey. We're going to tranquilize it. We're going to bring it back. We're going to make the serum, and we're going to distribute it to everyone. And it takes place in like 2 hours in the movie.
Right.
Which seems really fast to me.
It is
for just
really
two
fast.
people in a stolen helicopter.
They're in a helicopter.
Oh, and I forgot.
Those fast?
They also took the helicopter offshore, and he jumped onto a boat from the helicopter, talked to some Chinese people, and then got back on the helicopter, and then came back. I forgot that part.
I want to see how fast a helicopter can go, because I'm starting to worry. A Loesch helicopter. Isn't that what they kept calling it? Yeah, here we go. That's an OH-6A, in case you people were wondering. Since we got the zombie shit wrong, we're going to get the helicopter stuff right. Maximum speed of 175 miles an hour, but other ones say 150. So somewhere around 150 to 175 miles an hour. But at that top speed, it only has a range of 267 miles. He said this bird can go 400 miles before it has to fill up. I don't think Cuba Gooding Jr. can fly a helicopter.
I mean, he's got 60-something hours. And he's heard about fog. The problem is that Cedar Creek, the town where the outbreak takes place, is fictional, so we don't actually know where it was. We can presume that it is somewhat close to San Francisco because that's where they flew before they flew out to the ocean to jump onto a boat.
What about the Palisades? Is that a real place? Not the L.A. place that's on fire, but I'm saying like Palisades, is that a city? Because remember, that was where someplace they went.
Yeah, there's also Palisades, it's right between there. Out by Tahoe.
So how far is that from San Francisco? Do we know? I like how we're breaking this down like it makes a difference. I think we should take the whole movie. We should take the whole movie completely serious.
That's 196 miles to San Francisco. So the helicopter get there and back without refueling, barely, without stopping offshore to jump.
If you have to find a boat in the fog first,
and presuming that the thing was exactly topped up before they got on,
all the way full. Oh, it was definitely full up because remember the guy was out taking a leak. His helicopter
so
pilot.
I mean, whatever. But that part, so much stuff happened in such a short amount of time, and I was like, "This is absolutely wild."
Yeah.
And then it got even.
And they had
time.
but in that whole
then they had a
part,
helicopter dogfight.
Yeah, they did, which I like too. Over or under, sir?
I would have said over.
Yeah. In that really sped up portion of the movie that goes by super fast, and they find all this stuff out, they still have time to build up the tension of having to shoot Marcel while that girl weirdly calls him with a half of an apple. Her face was weird. Why was she doing it like that?
Because kids are not good actors, but you sometimes have to use them. Yeah, she was trying to lure the monkey out, and the monkey was apparently very wary.
Yeah. She kept standing in front of it.
Tree. Luckily, he was already wearing his camouflage.
Yeah, he was.
So he could just shoot
with that
Marcel.
cool hat. I don't know why he looks cool wearing that hat, because everybody else looks idiotic. But he looks cool.
And he also looks really cool with the army thin mustache, like Gregory Peck in Renaissance Man. Yeah. I wish I could grow a thin mustache like that, but it would not be a good look for me.
Yeah, I definitely cannot. Dude, that's three. Those are good. Those are all good scenes. I'm glad you picked one in the part you hate, because that means you don't know what you're talking about and you really liked it.
So much crazy stuff happened. I was like, all right, I got to write this down. All right, let's do our top three quotes. What's your first one? I only have two, by the way.
Okay, I have three, but we already said one, so I'll go with that. The first one I have is they can't figure out what the problem is. They're trying to figure out the whole thing, and it's Casey, which is what's his name, Kevin Spacey, and Sam, who is Dustin Hoffman. And he's like, "This coffee sucks." He's like, "Why don't you try to get a little sleep?" He's like, "Why don't you get some sleep?" He's like, "I slept back in July." I used to say that all the time when I'm like, "Oh, I'm so tired. Why don't you get some sleep?" I slept back in July. I don't know why. I just remember saying that a lot, so I put it down. That was the first one I had.
Yeah, that's a great one. The first one I had was he was dictating his report. Dustin Hoffman was dictating his report to Kevin Spacey, who's like works with him, I guess, in the army.
Yeah,
and he was like, you didn't say whatever. There was one word he didn't write down.
Yeah,
And
like
Kevin Spacey,
how emphatic
Kevin
he was
Spacey-
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey goes back. It's an adverb, Sam. It's a lazy tool of a weak mind.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
that's such a random quote to throw in that
Did you
movie, but
see
I loved
the
it.
size of his laptop that he was typing on?
Yeah, dude. It's like the size of a briefcase.
It was huge. And then also he was like, hurry up and fax that. And I was like, what? That's all those things don't make sense. That's great. I love
Is
it.
he dealing with the IRS? Because you still have to fax them stuff. By the way, I just searched that quote to see if I could find what word he was mad about getting cut out, and I found like actual GIFs of that scene. I can't believe someone liked that enough to make a GIF of it with the words on it.
I don't even know where that would be applicable. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you go like, oh, wait, this person just used an adverb in a text message. Let me find that one that I like. I'm going to make it.
I'm sending you the GIF.
Of course you are. The next one I had is when Sam and Robbie are talking, and they're both kind of exasperated. They're both exhausted. They're both trying to figure this whole thing out. And they're sitting there and they're waiting to see if something works out, and they're trying to wait for the trial, and they're having a little moment. And he leans over to her, he's like, hey, can I ask you a personal question? And she's like, yeah. What'd you do with the dogs? Please don't tell me you put them in a kennel. And I was like, oh, that was great. She's like, no, what do you think? I tied him to a tree and let the 5-pound bag of dog chow nearby? He's like, oh, that's what you did when you left me. I was like, oh, man, that was great because it just cut the tension just right. And I think Hoffman, I think he played it the right way. So that's my second quote.
Yeah, that's another like absolute really common trope. Like the guy and his ex-wife, they just broke up, but one of them wants to
Right.
get back together, but now they have to work together on one last mission to save the world.
Yeah.
But I
like
always
those
like it.
tropes. Yeah, I like those tropes.
And if it wasn't for that, I mean, I guess Rene Russo could have been in here just as a regular woman who knows about viruses, but
Yeah.
she was obviously here as a love interest. I love
Yeah.
Rene Russo, so I'm so glad that she was.
I can't even imagine that people don't like her.
Dude, she never
She's
misses.
such
I
a
don't
good
know
actor.
What,
She's
I don't
super
know what
cute. She's like got all of the things. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't even seen a lot of her movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, and the truth is that, like, thinking back about the movies that she does, like this one, Major League,
Tin
freaking
Cup.
Lethal Weapon 2, like, it's not like she's got a ton of range. She's kind of always playing the same character, but I always
Yeah.
love it.
yeah, she was awesome in Big Trouble. That's the only
Like, it's a
other one I
little, it's a
really
little like
remember.
Keanu. It's like we not a ton of range, but I always like Keanu.
Yeah.
I'm always glad he's in stuff.
Rene Russo, Dracula. Yeah, what's your next quote? Is it Marcel the monkey? Tell me it's,
No,
tell me it's ooh ooh ah ah.
that would have been great. My next one is when Dustin Hoffman and Cuba Gooding Jr. are in their helicopter that has endless fuel.
Yeah.
And they're like discussing the plan, and Cuba Gooding Jr. is like, that's idiotic, and Dustin Hoffman goes, we're fugitives of the law. Idiocy is our only option.
It is the only option. Yeah, I like them back and forth.
Yeah.
I know, like, Cuba Gooding Jr. won an award too, but like, and I don't always think of him as being like a high caliber. I thought he did a good job. Everybody, like the guy that I was talking to at work, he was like, man, who wrote the lines for Cuba Gooding Jr.? He just sounded like an idiot. And I was like, what part? Do we watch the same movie? Like, I liked it,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know.
And we should mention that when we get to the worst, we're going to talk about the problems with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Kevin Spacey, the people, because there are
but that's
quite a few.
different. That's different.
But we are going to continue to do their movies, and we're just going to mention, like, hey, by the way, here's all the things they've been accused of that you could take into account. But yeah, dude, he's a really good actor. It's like after he freaking freaks out, and he's like, and Dustin Hoffman's like, hey, fear's totally normal. He's like, I wouldn't want anybody working for me who wasn't scared. And he goes, well, I'm your man.
Yeah, and he was all like teary-eyed. He played the hell out of it. Yeah. Dude, my third quote is the thing we already talked about. He was like, Danny, this is General Ford. I remind you that you're interfering with the presidential authority. Sandman has specific line to the target. If you're in his way, he cannot complete his bombing run, and there will be hell to pay. Do you understand? Over. And I was like, oh, man. He just gave it away. That's freaking great.
It's awesome.
I love me some Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he told him exactly what to do because Sam's his friend.
Yeah, dude.
It's always been
And
Sam and Billy.
he had an attack of conscience.
Yeah, of
because
course he did.
and Donald Sutherland had been covering up that they'd known about this stuff since the '60s.
Yeah, just to keep his weapon. Stupid we.
All right, best
Let's
characters.
do characters. Yeah, who's your first?
Number one for me is Rene Russo. I love her.
I had her first also. Super
I love
smart.
her in the thing that I saw her in.
She is. She gets the job at the CDC in the beginning. Sam's ex-wife. I like that she throws emotional depth in there that I think we needed to make sure that Sam really tried extra hard. Like when he took his freaking mask off while she was already sick, like that just shows like he's really trying to do it. That's freaking great. Give me more of that kind of stuff.
She's awesome. And,
so she was my first also.
I'm pretty sure that this episode is going to release right around her birthday because we're recording on Wednesday the 12th. And
nice.
Her birthday's February 17th. And if I'm right, next Monday is February 17th. So she'll be 71.
Nice. 71. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to pull it up to see what her name was. They called her Robbie. What was that short for?
I think that was her actual name in this.
Robbie. Oh, here it is. Dr. Roberta. Ooh, Roberta. Nice. My name's Robert, and I had a daughter. I can't call her Robert. I'm going to call her Roberta.
She's also in Get Shorty in 1995. I don't know if that's on our list, but I feel like it kind of should be. Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah, dude,
Rene
I remember
Russo,
Get Shorty.
Gene Hackman, John Travolta.
Yeah, I
Danny
remember
DeVito.
Yeah, it's got a ton of people in it.
We might need to put that on our long list because I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally with you. I remember it's a freaking gangster movie.
Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah, Rene Russo. She never disappoints.
She was also my first.
She's excellent in this, and then we might do her, and we might have Get Shorty in '95 potentially.
Hopefully we can.
Next year, we 100% will talk about her in Tin Cup.
Oh man,
just one of my favorites.
Tin Cup. The Shanks. Yeah, I had Rene Russo as my first one. My second one I had is Dustin Hoffman playing Dr. Sam Daniels.
Same for
me.
Daniels. Yeah, he is excellent.
I don't know what kind of doctor he is. A virologist, maybe?
I'm assuming a virologist or an epidemiologist.
Yeah, deals with viruses, and he freaking kills it. I like how he's wicked short, too, by the way. Jake was like, that guy seems short. How big is he? And we looked it up. 5'4". That's pretty short for a dude. I feel
like Rene Russo's pretty tall. She was a model before she started doing acting.
It's freaking Dustin Hoffman's wicked short. I also like how he didn't want to do it, and I was reading an article about that was released right after this came out, or right before it came out, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to do it. I felt like this was too much action." Which I kind of see that, but his kid said, "Oh man,
60 pages of helicopter chases."
Yeah, his kid's like, "Dad, this sounds really cool. I think you should do it." And he's like, "All right, if you think it's cool, I'll try it." Dude, it worked out. I freaking love me some Dustin Hoffman in this.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff that I don't like as much. Not that I don't like his performance, just it's like the type of movies that I don't really care about.
Right. But that's what he's like gravitates to, and that's
yeah. He's an actor. And like looking at it, like dude, Kramer versus Kramer, Rain Man, Graduate, Midnight Cowboy, Tootsie, Wag the Dog.
Yeah, friggin' I love
Tracy,
Tootsie.
Ishtar, Hook, All the President's Men.
I like. Dude, do you remember Hero where it's friggin' Gina Davis, where he like I can't remember, dude. Something about like he pretends to save people from a plane or something like that, and she tells the story. I can't remember. It was something like that, and I remember it being really good. Andy Garcia. Yeah. I freaking love that movie, and he's also in Sphere. Who's that? Stephen King?
No, that's Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. Yeah, that movie was weird. I liked it.
Super weird.
But I get it. There's a lot of stuff that he's in that like is not really in my wheelhouse. There's only so many movies that I can watch that are like that.
He's a ridiculously good actor, and he's
really good.
I'm sure I was in my 20s, like probably pretty deep into my 20s before I realized that he played Captain Hook, and Hook, that's how good he is.
It's the eyebrows.
Probably not. I own that movie, and I'm sure I read his name on the box, but like you could, I'm still like, I don't understand how someone can do that.
It's totally
Mr. Smee.
It's totally the eyebrows. Yeah, I'll put Dustin Hoffman as 2.
Third for me is Morgan Freeman, because again, I love Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
And
I like him.
I like his part in this. He like has an arc. He's Dustin Hoffman's friend. He's also his boss, and he's doing a secret plot behind everyone's back with Donald Sutherland.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah. I picked Cuba Gooding Jr. for my third because I just like the way he played it. That's why I couldn't understand what that dude was saying. Like, oh, I don't know, man. He just sounded idiotic and it seemed weird. I was like, he's the guy who's making all this happen. He can fly helicopters close to a boat. He can friggin' shoot a monkey with no scope. Like he's killing it. And he can work the freaking what's it called?
He was doing the
microscope.
He was doing the microscope. He was making up the serum, which happened really fast. If I learned anything from our pandemic, that shit came together in a hurry with equipment that he had inside of basically a circus tent.
Yeah, it was a blow-up circus tent. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's the food booth. We're making orange juice here in the food booth. That's who I picked for the third. Yeah,
dude, that's good. I like Cuba Gooding Jr. The actor. Sucks that now it turns out he's not a great person because I've always really liked him.
I think the longer we're alive, the more that's going to keep happening.
I think what it's going to do is it's going to make me surprised anytime someone turns out not to be a terrible person. Like, it's just going to be more like, hey, this person's shitty now. It's like, well, that sucks, but I guess if you're rich and famous, you're probably going to turn out to be shitty. If there's like 3 famous people that aren't shitty, I'd be like, well, at least we still have Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers and James Taylor and whoever else has not turned out to be shitty.
And that's it. Yeah, dude, and it's weird too because they have something called the Weinstein effect. Yeah. That's actually talks about like, hey, people in power get to abuse people, and it happens more than you think, and it's freaking just crazy. It's like the amount of people that are like, Matt Lauer and Louis C.K. and all the people that you think I wouldn't expect that, and all of a sudden they do it. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I picked him as a character because he was my jam. What? We want to talk about the director, Wolfgang?
We've talked about him. He only directs a movie if there's going to be a large military vehicle in it, like a submarine or a tank or something like that.
If we don't do Troy when we get to 2004, I'm going to be super upset. I freaking
Troy.
love that. Yeah, it's way good.
Because I'm going to do the whole Eddie Izzard bit about why doesn't Achilles just sink his whole foot into a block of concrete? Come back here.
Oh, man. Who's in that? Brad Pitt? Oh, at least he's still a good person. Wait.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
He's terrible also.
Wait for it.
And Sean Bond is in that.
Who's it? Oh.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Eric Bana. Yeah, dude, I like Troy. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah, I want to do Troy. Also, dude, I said Cuba Gooding Jr. last night in front of Jake, and he was like, Junior, does that mean his dad's important? I was like, his dad was in an R&B group, The Main Ingredient. You have definitely heard me play Everybody Plays the Fool, and that's the song they're popular for. I was like, but you probably heard the Aaron Neville version.
We know the Aaron Neville version. But
and he goes, I didn't recognize most of the words you just said. I was like, oh, come on. And then I played it, and he was like, oh, yeah.
Everybody plays the fool sometimes.
Yeah. He knew exactly what it was as soon as I said it.
Listen, baby.
So, yeah, Cuba Gooding Sr. is in that. What the writer... Dude, there was 2 writers that were listed on this one.
One of them didn't have a lot of information about them.
Yeah.
Lawrence Dworet. He's a doctor, so I'm guessing maybe he was the person who had all the technical info.
Did the doctor part.
Yeah, did the doctor and stuff. And then the other one's named Robert Roy Poole.
Yeah,
who
he's an assassin. I
also
assume since he has 3 names.
Also wrote The Big Town in 1987 and got a story by credit for Armageddon in 98. Which is pretty cool. Armageddon.
Do you like that one? I like that one.
Dude, I love Armageddon. It's completely idiotic, but I think it's a great movie.
I can't wait. What was there's a Kevin Smith bit where he's talking about that. He's like, wait, we're going to teach we're going to send oil drillers up there and we're going to train them to be astronauts. Can't we just teach the astronauts how to drill? It's like, no, it's got to be the other way around. We're doing that.
No, the story is actually freaking Ben, what's his name? Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Asked Michael May, he's like, why would we teach drillers how to be astronauts?
Maybe
Why
that's
would
what
we
it was,
teach
yeah.
astronauts how to drill? And the director's response was, shut the fuck up.
It's great. Oh, man. I like me some Affleck. Dude, the freaking faces he's making lately in the pictures of him just sad as he's walking around the back of a car on his little tiny vacation away from whoever he's dating. It's freaking great. I love it. I had a couple of bonus good. Can I talk about that right quick?
Yeah.
There was a camera angle where they were walking out of the thing wearing the yellow suit with the squared off helmet. And the camera angle was from inside the helmet, and it was fantastic. It was like very first person view, and I thought that was freaking great. So I wanted to mention that. Also, I know we joked that the monkey, we called it Marcel, like from Russ from Friends. But it actually was the monkey, Marcel from Friends, just so in case, because we joke about shit like that all the time. So it really was. Also, those type of monkeys, the capuchin, is that what the type of monkey it is? Yeah, they're not from Africa. They're from South America and Central America. So they're New World monkeys, just so you know. And the last thing is I like how they had like USAMRIID and the CDC and all of the places that are going to be closed down soon, where they talk about it just seemed the doctory part that old Lawrence worked on really did feel realistic to me.
Yeah, dude.
And I like that. And I like that part.
I'm personally very excited to get back the $2 a year I pay in taxes so we can shut down all those organizations. Because who needs them?
Who? Oh, God, dude.
All of us.
Hold on. Wait.
We need him.
It's great that I'm doing this right now because I just taught the Black Plague. And I was comparing it to the pandemic that we went through to show them like how it spread and stuff like that. And they were like, I said, like, this started in Asia and it made its way through the Silk Road and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, where did the COVID start? And they're like, China. It's a China virus. I'm like, yeah, it started. Dude, I'm in Southeast Louisiana. They said it. So they're like, yeah, it started in China also. And they're like, yeah. So wait a second. So who told us about COVID? I was like, yes. They're like, no, Mr. Horn, who told us about COVID? I'm like, yeah, they did. Like, Mr. Horn, who told us about COVID? I was like, yes. And they're like, I don't. So then next slide has like WHO on there, and I talk about like how they finally get it, and they're like, man, it was so worth it. It was just like
you did your own reenactment of Who's on
dude,
First for a class of 17-years-olds that had no idea what you were talking about.
No idea. They were like, who told us? I was like, every dollar. Like I was just.
Third base. I break your arm, you say who's on first.
Same issue. I was committed to the bit too, man. It was like a 3 minutes in, and they were still like, no, really.
That's amazing.
Who told us? I was like, I know they did.
Every dollar. All right. You got any more bonus good?
No more bonus good. No more bonus good.
All right. Worst. The first worst I had is just Kevin Spacey and Cuba Gooding Jr. So I'm going to start with Kevin Spacey. There's a whole section of his Wikipedia entitled Sexual Misconduct Allegations. Yeah. Which is, going back to 2017, he got accused by at least, I think, 9 people. Yeah. 8 of them worked on House of Cards of sexual misconduct.
Yeah. But once it gets over a certain number of people, you're pretty sure, like, I know it's still allegations. I know guilty when you're proving it. But, like, man, like, so many people. That's just, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, the weird thing about Kevin Spacey is so obviously, like, Netflix just said, like, you're not in the last season of House of Cards. He was in a Ridley Scott movie, and they reshot him so that someone else could do the part. But then the Spacey stuff, he was found not liable in a civil lawsuit in 2022, and then in a separate criminal case in London, he was also acquitted of sexual assault charges in 2023. So, like, according to the legal system, he's beaten the accusations, although he's rich and has lots of money, so presumably good lawyers. Yeah, man, that's a lot of accusations for him to have gotten acquitted twice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't know what to think about that anymore. Like you say, that's a lot of people to have all accidentally thought that he was sexually misconducting them.
Right.
And then he's like, but I wasn't really. I just brushed against you. I was on my way to do other stuff.
Who's the guy from Rent that shit, I had his name a minute ago. And I remember reading an article with him and he was like explicitly talking about it. Freaking Rapp maybe?
Anthony Rapp.
Anthony Rapp. Yeah, like I can remember reading a thing when this was all like kind of fresh, maybe.
Yeah, and that was from the 80s, and Anthony Rapp was 14 at the time.
Yeah, that's
and Kevin Spacey was an adult. So that's one of those things. Like you read about it, and you're like, man, acquitted maybe, but also like that's a super messed up thing to do to someone, whether or not it's the court found that it was illegal or not.
Right.
I'm not letting him come to my kid's birthday party.
Man, that's
so
yeah.
Sexual misconduct against Kevin Spacey. Cover that real quick. And now over to Cuba Gooding Jr., who also has a section of his Wikipedia entitled Sexual Misconduct Allegations.
Right.
And this
he
goes
pled
back
guilty,
to,
though, didn't he?
Well,
I think he pled guilty.
Dude, there's so many.
That.
It's like freaking Steven Seagal amount of stuff. It doesn't stretch across like 4 decades like Steven Seagal does. It all stretches across a couple of years. But he had like 30-something people. Like, as of August 2020, 30 women have accused Gooding of unwanted sexual touching. He was formally charged in 3 incidents, resulting in misdemeanor charge of forcible touching and third-degree sexual abuse. He's been sued a couple times. He settled. He pled guilty in 2022 to forcibly touching a woman in a New York City nightclub in 2018, telling the judge he kissed the waitress on her lips without her consent. And he also admitted to 2 other incidents of non-consensual contact, which took place in 2018, 2019.
That's crazy. Also, I just saw that he got... there was a thing with Diddy.
Yeah, he's part of the Diddy suit.
Golly,
as a co-defendant.
That's brutal.
So, a bunch of stuff against those guys that make me not want to watch their movies as much, even though I like their movies.
Right. Yeah.
And since we talk about their movies, and we're mostly going to focus on their work as actors, we are going to also mention that, hey, if you didn't know, they're kind of shitty. So just use that information however you would like.
Right. Again, sometimes it's easy for me to separate the two. Like, it's very hard for me not to go like, oh man, I can't stream Graduation anymore because he's selling T-shirts with swastikas on them. I like College Dropout. I want to listen to My Dark and Twisted Fantasy, but I can't sometimes bring myself to do it. Like, I don't want to give that dude more money, and he already has a lot. But
yeah,
still.
dude, I don't have the answer. Like, I'm the same way. Sometimes I don't want to give Tom Cruise any money because he's an absolute nut job, and he seems like he's been terrible to everyone he was ever married to. And
but
then
his new trailer
Top Gun Maverick comes out, and
banging.
I go, all right, man, I'll just check it out just this once.
You saw the new Mission Impossible trailer? It looks awesome.
Dude.
It's on the side
he's
of
the
a
only one making movies
biplane
where they still blow shit up. That's the kind of movies I want to see. I also want to listen to Kanye freaking College Dropout, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I gave R. Kelly a break for several years. I didn't play him. I probably will do the same for Kanye, but eventually,
actually, this is the thing though. R. Kelly, the people that won the case are actually getting a cut of his streaming things. So now I'm just like, great. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun.
Yeah, fire it up. Let's do it.
Yeah. So right. By the way, I know you like the helicopter chase. I put that as my worst. That shit was way too long. There was already by that point I was already full up on helicopters. I was like, I don't want this. We can pull that
my
out.
monthly quota for helicopters.
Yeah.
I fully support that. Old tech, dude, the like fax machines and the typing on computers that are the size of briefcases.
The state-of-the-art government computers didn't
that have black screens with green text.
Yeah. And also he brought her paper into her house. He's like, here's your paper. I was like, oh man, that's not how they do it anymore.
My parents still get a paper. They still get the Times-Picayune and the Daily Star.
That's great.
They might be the last subscribers. I don't know, but they're still paying for it. Yeah,
that's great. Did you have anything political correctness?
No, I mean, dude, there was a woman and a black. I don't know what else we could have done. No, I'm joking, obviously.
I put on there that the whole scary Africa trope.
I know, dude. That's
that they don't do that anymore. We all hate Chinese people now, not Africans.
No, we've shifted. It's not really. It's not anymore politically correct. We've just shifted to a different country.
We picked.
But the thing about Africa is, it's always like, hey, it's Africa. Everyone lives in mud huts. It's like, do they have the internet there?
Yeah,
I mean, there's still a lot of villages that don't have running water or like a power grid, but like they got the guy up on the hill chanting. It's like, maybe that was a remote part of Africa where they don't have capuchin monkeys because they're in South America.
I was gonna say, if you come to Ponchatoula, you'd be like, man, this whole place, y'all freaking ride horses to school. Like, it's freaking weird. Maybe it's a rural part of Zaire that they were in, but maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any other words.
All right, man. Let's do 5 questions. We're now overtime because we had to talk about all the sexual misconduct allegations for Cuba Gooding Jr. and Kevin Spacey.
It's okay.
Those jerks.
Yeah, it's all right. 5 questions. Yeah, let me scroll to that. Cool.
Is it okay for kids? Kevin Spacey's not, obviously, but what about the movie?
I don't know. That kind of struck a chord with me, like a minor. No.
A minor.
Probably not good for young kids. Jake was like, "Ooh, that's brutal." Like, there's a lot of virus-related deaths and medical horror. And if they're younger,
it's all like hemorrhagic fever where they're bleeding out of their eye sockets.
Yeah,
it's not, it's not family-friendly.
I was going to say 13 because if you're younger than that, there's no amount of Doc McStuffins that's going to bring them back from the brink of going to the doctor and seeing that medical stuff. So, I'd say 13 or older.
Yeah, especially during flu season.
Yeah. Or pink eye season.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? Yeah, of course it would.
Yeah. Couldn't they make it about COVID?
Yeah, no? Dude. I think, who's going to watch it since COVID was fake?
COVID. It's obviously a fiction. The movie is based on that fiction that we had in real life.
That's the thing that I kind of worry about with the modern world, in addition to all the other stuff I worry about, like dying in the water wars. Like,
we're moving to Michigan.
We're just going to run out of stuff you can make movies about because like half of the country has decided that thing's not real or that it's somehow gotten to be political.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how epidemiology got to be political.
Yeah, politicizing stuff is weird to me how they do that.
It's very strange to me, but it always also makes me wonder, like, if someone suggested making this movie, would studios go, we can't do that. No Republican's going to go see it, and then we won't make enough money. Yeah,
maybe that's... dude, they're thinking about it because they're worried about the money. So, like, maybe that is a thing. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and maybe that's not the case because, again, we know absolutely nothing about how movies are made.
Yeah.
But it seems really like every time there's like...
We're in season 5 and we really don't.
Well, dude, what are we going to do? Take a field trip to start knocking on studios' doors? Hey, can we ask you guys some questions? We've been doing this podcast. Like every time they recast something and it's like, hey, we're gonna make it a black princess, and everyone's like, we're mad about that. It's a culture war. I was like, dude, it's made up. This shit's it's a fairy tale. It doesn't matter at all.
It's all fake. Right. Yeah.
So
I get it.
So there's a lot of people who get mad about stuff that I don't understand why they care one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick Lamar wearing bootcut jeans. Who cares?
I know there's a lot
Serena
of 90s.
Williams crip walking. It was awesome.
There's a lot of 90s moms that are like, hell yeah, bootcut jeans coming back. I can't wait.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, so if they make it, do you make it like Contagion? Do you remember that one? That was so much more serious than this one.
Yeah.
Do you like this one, this kind of light, maybe some action, some sort of thriller, more than the serious drama of Contagion?
Yeah, I think I do. But I mean, they make medical drama shows, and every network runs one like once a week.
I freaking hate them. Kat loves those things, man. I hate
people love medical procedurals, so you can't really go wrong doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the movie, and I kind of prefer this one to the more serious one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man. Do you get any recasting?
Dude, you know how I do it when it's actually people that I could recognize? And Dustin Hoffman, how old was he when he made this? 57?
47 or 57.
57. Guess who's 57 this year? Cuba Gooding Jr. So he plays Sam Daniels, right?
All right. He gets uncanceled to come back and redo this movie.
Robbie is going to be ScarJo because they're the same age.
Nice.
Brigadier General Dr. Billy Ford is going to be Benicio del Toro. General McClintock is going to be played by Kiefer Sutherland because now he's the same age that his dad was when he played him.
Nice.
And Casey, who is played by Kevin Spacey, is now going to be played by David Schwimmer because he has a rapport with the monkey already, who I assume is still alive.
That monkey's dead, but...
I assume he's still alive, but I just wanted to throw Schwimmer in there just because of the monkey.
Maybe we can do like AI for the monkey. Probably won't do a real monkey. I like that. I like that. I just did a couple of them, but I had Emily Blunt for Doc Robbie.
Nice.
I like her, and I feel like she could wear like a lab coat and look like she knows stuff, deliver medical jargon.
Yeah.
And then he's too young, but I kind of like Adam Driver for Dustin Hoffman, mainly because of the nose.
Yeah, he could play that part really well. I think he is younger really than he is, but I think he could play it really well.
And plus, he was in the Marines, so he knows how to salute, which I think is a plus.
If Emily Blunt's playing the love interest or the woman in there, I think it would fit. I like that. I like that. I would totally watch that.
But yeah, I came up with those two, and then the rest was like, but dude, there's like 6 or 7 good parts in this movie. This would be an easy one to cast.
Yeah, and they're all not kids, so I was like, let me try to get into this.
They're in their 30s and 40s and 50s. This is prime for us.
Yeah, and the fact that Cuba Gooding Jr. is now the same age, and so is Kiefer Sutherland. I was like, I'm with it. I'm doing it. We're doing the thing.
Yeah, it's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Can you still watch and enjoy this movie in 2025?
Yeah, I mean, it hits different post-COVID now, but yeah.
It definitely does. I'm glad that we watched it. I wish that the last third of it was different, but honestly, I hadn't seen it in so long.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed to watch it during the pandemic. So I was excited to watch it.
Yeah, agreed.
I didn't find it streaming anywhere. I rented it for $3.99. So
nice. We keep picking these movies that aren't available. That sucks. I can't believe we're in 2025 and that's a thing. You can't find them. Get out of here.
I'm still shocked that there's movies that you can't find. I don't understand how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How that's happened.
That's just stupid. Yeah. What's the next movie? Oh wait,
next movie.
Oh, we're gonna release.
How you gonna get fired on your day off?
Got me on tape stealing boxes.
Stealing boxes? What are you trying to build a clubhouse, Greg?
we should release this one on a Friday.
We're doing Friday.
Yeah, can't wait.
Dude, I love it so much, and I don't think I've seen it in probably 10 years. I'm super excited.
Dude, I can remember the first time seeing this is Jonas bought a copy of this for me, and it was on 2 CD-ROMs. It wasn't even on 1 DVD. It was 2 CD-ROMs, and it was a clamshell case. Dude, I love it. I don't know how I'm going to narrow it down to 3 quotes or 3
I don't
scenes.
either, man, because I could think of 3 off the top of my head, and I would leave out. Yeah, she's back in the too.
Yeah, we're going to have to throw parental advisory up on that one.
Parental advisory big time. But, man, I'm so happy to enter the era of Chris Tucker because this is
oh, man.
But, yeah. Next episode, Friday. We'll have Mannequin coming soon on Patreon. Now that I'm over the death flu, we're going to get that knocked out and get that up.
Now that you're over the monkeypox, we got it. We're ready.
Free 7-day trial of Patreon if you want to. Remember, sign up on the website. Don't use the app because they charge you extra. And,
go to the website.
Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios. That was fast.
Nailed it. Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review. And remember, don't drive angry.